Christmas lovers and enthusiasts, you are listening to Closer to Christmas. Today is February 16th. That means there are 312 days left until Christmas. Before I get into the topic this week, I just want to take a minute to say, after Christmas, my numbers, surprisingly, on the podcast feed are still up there quite a bit. So that's another reason why I'm continuing to do this countdown. But I did notice that YouTube specifically, my numbers have dropped quite significant. So if you did not know, this podcast does also come out on YouTube. I put a visual component to it, and that does release every day as well. It's just a static image of the podcast logo with the podcast playing behind it. But every once in a while, it's happened rarely, but it is something I want to look more into doing in the future, some video content for the podcast. So keep listening where you're listening, because I do see the numbers on the podcast feed, but just in case you weren't aware that there is a YouTube component to this as well, and that can be found over at youtube.com/@closertochristmas. So this week on the podcast, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I know I've done this in the past throughout this whole series I've been doing, where I'm doing a countdown, and each episode is going to be part of that countdown. So this week on the podcast, I'm going to be counting down the top 7 Christmas traditions that just feel like Christmas. Today, we're going to start with Untangling the Christmas Lights. Yep, we all know it. We all go through it. The annual test of patience. You open the storage bin feeling confident, hopeful, maybe even a little smug. This year, you think this is going to be different. Well, it's not different. Instead, you're greeted by what appears to be a glowing spaghetti monster made entirely of wires and bad decisions. But here's the funny thing. As frustrating as it is in the moment, untangling Christmas lights is actually one of those weirdly nostalgic traditions. It usually is one of the first real signs that Christmas is officially on the way. So picture this. You're sitting on the floor, holiday music might be playing in the background, and slowly but surely the knots start giving away. And when you finally plug them in and they all light up, pure Christmas victory. So while it may test your patience every year, Untangling the Lights earns its spot at number 7 on my countdown. Come back tomorrow as I continue the countdown, and remember, the next time you hear my voice and this podcast, we'll all be a little bit closer to Christmas. Thanks for listening.